Lesson 23 offers something extraordinary, a way out. After yesterday's lesson revealed that what you see is a form of vengeance, today's lesson shows you the exit door. I can escape from the world I see by giving up attack thoughts. This isn't just hopeful thinking. This is the practical mechanism of liberation. The lesson states this clearly. The idea for today contains the only way out of fear that will ever succeed. Nothing else will work. Everything else is meaningless. But this way cannot fail. That's a bold claim. The only way out of fear. The only way that works. But the Course isn't exaggerating. Once you understand how your attack thoughts create the world you see, escape becomes not just possible, but inevitable. Let's break down what the lesson is teaching. Every thought you have makes up some segment of the world you see. It is with your thoughts, then, that we must work if your perception of the world is to be changed. This is foundational. The world you perceive isn't independent of your mind. Every single thought contributes to the picture you see. Your thoughts are the building blocks of your perception. If the cause of the world you see is attack thoughts, you must learn that it is these thoughts which you do not want. Here's the shift. You think you don't want the world you see, the suffering, the conflict, the fear. But the lesson is pointing deeper. What you actually don't want are the attack thoughts themselves. They're the cause. They're what's creating the world you're trying to escape. There is no point in lamenting the world. There is no point in trying to change the world. It is incapable of change because it is merely an effect. This cuts through so much wasted energy. How much time do you spend trying to fix the world, trying to change circumstances, trying to make external reality different? The lesson says this is pointless, not because you shouldn't care, but because the world is an effect, not a cause. Effects don't change themselves. Only causes do. But there is indeed a point in changing your thoughts about the world. Here you are changing the cause. The effect will change automatically. This is where your power actually lies. Change the cause, your thoughts, and the effect, your perception of the world, changes automatically. You don't have to manipulate the effect. You don't have to force the world to be different. Change the thoughts, and perception shifts on its own. The world you see is a vengeful world, and everything in it is a symbol of vengeance. Each of your perceptions of external reality is a pictorial representation of your own attack thoughts. This connects directly to yesterday's lesson. The vengeful world you see is literally your attack thoughts made visible. Every perception is a picture of an attack thought. The threatening boss, the unfair situation, the dangerous neighborhood, the hostile stranger, all of it is your own attack thoughts projected outward and seen as external reality. Then comes a provocative question. One can well ask if this can be called seeing. Is not fantasy a better word for such a process, and hallucination a more appropriate term for the result? The lesson is challenging the very idea that you're seeing anything real. What you call seeing is actually fantasy, hallucination. You're not perceiving objective reality. You're watching your own attack thoughts play out as if they were happening to you. You see the world that you have made, but you do not see yourself as the image maker. This is the core problem. You see the world. You experience it as real, as outside you, as doing things to you. But you don't recognize that you're the one making the images. You're the projector creating the movie. but you think you're just the audience watching it happen. You cannot be saved from the world, but you can escape from its cause. This is what salvation means. For where is the world you see when its cause is gone? Salvation isn't being rescued from the world. It's not about getting out of your circumstances or having external reality improve. Salvation is escaping from the cause of the world you see. When attack thoughts are gone, where is the vengeful world? It disappears. It was never there, except as a projection of those thoughts. Vision already holds a replacement for everything you think you see now. Loveliness can light your images, and so transform them that you will love them, even though they were made of hate. This is beautiful. True vision, the Holy Spirit's way of seeing, already has a replacement ready. The same images that looked hateful and threatening can be transformed by loveliness. Not because the forms change, but because the thoughts illuminating them change. The lesson then explains the process. This change requires first that the cause be identified and then let go, so that it can be replaced. The first two steps in this process require your cooperation. The final one does not. Your images have already been replaced. You have work to do. Identify the attack thoughts, let them go. But you don't have to create the replacement vision. That's already done. The Holy Spirit has already replaced your hateful images with lovely ones. You just need to stop holding on to the attack thoughts that block you from seeing the replacement. To understand this lesson fully, you need to grasp the relationship between thoughts and perception. In the Course's teaching, thoughts are not passive mental events. They're creative. Every thought is making something. The ego's thoughts make the world of separation, fear, and attack. The Holy Spirit's thoughts extend love and peace. Attack thoughts are any thoughts that see separation as real and threatening. They include obvious things like anger, resentment, judgment, and desire for revenge. But they also include more subtle forms: worry, anxiety, feelings of victimhood, defensiveness, comparing yourself to others, seeing yourself as lacking, believing you need something external to be complete. All of these are attack thoughts because they attack the truth. They attack the reality of your oneness with God and all creation. They attack innocence. They attack love. And when you think these thoughts, you create a world that reflects them back to you. This is why the lesson says there's no point in trying to change the world. The world is just the screen showing your mental movie. You can't change what's on the screen by manipulating the screen. You have to change the film in the projector. You have to change the thoughts that are projecting the images. The vengeful world you see is not happening to you. It's happening from you. Your attack thoughts are the cause. The world of suffering is the effect. This is actually good news because it means you have the power to change everything. You can't control external events, but you can choose different thoughts. And when you choose differently, your entire perception transforms. The lesson introduces a crucial insight. Thoughts of attacking and thoughts of being attacked are the same. You don't recognize this yet. It seems obvious that there's a difference between you attacking someone and someone attacking you. But in terms of their effects on your mind and perception, they're identical. Both reinforce separation. Both make attack real. Both create a world where attack is possible. When you think I'm being attacked, you're making an attack thought. You're attacking reality by insisting that attack is real and happening. You're attacking innocence by seeing guilt in another. You're attacking peace by choosing fear. The form looks different. In one case, you seem to be the aggressor, in the other, the victim. But the content is the same. Both are attack thoughts, and both create the vengeful world you see. This is why giving up attack thoughts is the only way out. You can't escape by defending yourself better, by winning battles, by proving you're right. All of that is still playing in the realm of attack thoughts. The only escape is recognizing that attack thoughts, in any form, are what you don't want because they're creating the prison you're trying to escape from. Today's practice is specific and requires real honesty. You're asked to do 5 practice periods throughout the day. Here's how each one works. As you look about you, repeat the idea slowly to yourself first. I can escape from the world I see by giving up attack thoughts. Let this statement settle in. You're acknowledging that escape is possible and that the method is giving up attack thoughts. Then close your eyes and devote about a minute to searching your mind for as many attack thoughts as occur to you. This is the crucial part. You're not just passively noticing thoughts. You're actively searching your mind. What attack thoughts are in there? What judgments are you holding? What resentments? What grievances? What fears that see threat as real? As each attack thought crosses your mind, say, I can escape from the world I see by giving up attack thoughts about something specific. For example, I can escape from the world I see by giving up attack thoughts about my job. Or, I can escape from the world I see by giving up attack thoughts about my health. Or, I can escape from the world I see by giving up attack thoughts about that person who criticized me. The key is to be specific. Name the attack thought. Hold it in your mind as you say the words. Then dismiss that thought and go on to the next one. You're practicing identification and release. You identify the attack thought clearly. You acknowledge that giving it up will free you, and then you let it go and move to the next one. The lesson emphasizes, in the practice periods, be sure to include both your thoughts of attacking and of being attacked. This is essential. Don't just focus on the times you feel victimized. Also include the times you're judging, criticizing, or wanting to attack. Both are attack thoughts. Both have the same effect. You might find attack thoughts about your body. I'm too old, I'm not attractive, I'm sick, I'm weak. These are attack thoughts. You might find attack thoughts about your circumstances. This situation is unfair. I don't have enough money. My life isn't working out. Attack thoughts. You might find attack thoughts about other people. They're wrong, they hurt me, they don't understand, they're selfish. Attack thoughts. You might also find subtler ones. I should be further along by now. Attack thought against yourself. The world is a dangerous place. Attack thought against reality. I need this external thing to be happy. Attack thought that says you're lacking. During each practice period, try to surface as many as you can. Don't judge yourself for having them. Everyone in ego consciousness has attack thoughts. The point isn't to feel guilty about them. The point is to identify them clearly so you can choose to let them go. Between the 5 formal practice periods, use the idea throughout the day as needed. Whenever you feel upset, afraid, angry, or disturbed in any way, that's a signal that you're holding attack thoughts. Stop and apply the lesson. I can escape from the world I see by giving up attack thoughts about this situation. If you want to deepen your understanding, I invite you to watch the other videos. The text explores in depth the nature of projection and what it really means to see with the eyes of the Holy Spirit. The explanations in the text, along with daily practice, accelerate the transformation. As you work with this lesson, you might notice several things. First, you might be surprised by how many attack thoughts you actually carry. The mind is full of them. They run like background programs, constantly coloring your perception. Just the act of identifying them can be eye-opening. You might also notice resistance. Part of you doesn't want to give up certain attack thoughts. They feel justified. That person really did something wrong. That situation really is unfair. Your body really does have problems. The ego will argue that these aren't attack thoughts. They're just accurate observations of reality. But the lesson is asking you to question this. What if these accurate observations are actually attack thoughts creating the reality you're observing? Some people experience relief during this practice. Each time you identify an attack thought and express willingness to give it up, even if you don't feel like it's actually gone, there's a lightening. The willingness itself opens space. You're no longer completely identified with the attack thought. You've created a gap between you and the thought, and in that gap, peace can enter. You might find that certain attack thoughts seem to dissolve more easily than others. Some might feel deeply entrenched. That's okay. The lesson says you're still at the stage of identifying the cause. You're learning to recognize attack thoughts as attack thoughts, to see them clearly. The actual letting go will happen as you continue with the practice. Your job right now is identification and willingness. Pay attention to how your perception of the world shifts, even slightly, as you work with this lesson. When you identify an attack thought about a person and express willingness to give it up, does that person seem slightly different? When you identify an attack thought about a situation, does the situation feel less oppressive? These are signs that the lesson is working. The world you see is changing because its cause is changing. Lesson 23 is giving you the key to freedom. You're not trapped in the world you see. The world is an effect of your thoughts, and you can change your thoughts. Specifically, you can give up attack thoughts, and when you do, the vengeful world disappears and is replaced by vision. This is the only way out of fear that will ever succeed. Not better defenses, not winning arguments, not changing external circumstances, giving up attack thoughts. That's the exit door. That's the path to peace. Today, commit to the 5 practice periods. Look around you, repeat the idea, then close your eyes and search your mind for attack thoughts. Name them specifically. Say, I can escape from the world I see by giving up attack thoughts about this. Then let that thought go and find the next one. Include both your thoughts of attacking and being attacked. They're the same. They both create the world of vengeance. They both block you from vision. They both keep you trapped in fear. Remember, you don't have to figure out what will replace your attack thoughts. Vision already holds a replacement for everything you see. Loveliness is ready to light your images. Your job is just to identify the attack thoughts and be willing to let them go. The Holy Spirit handles the rest. This practice is transformative. You're literally changing the cause of your entire experience. You're recognizing that your thoughts create your world, and you're choosing different thoughts. This is how salvation works. This is how you escape from suffering. This is how peace becomes possible. Every attack thought you identify and release is one less brick in the prison wall. Every time you say, I can escape from the world I see by giving up attack thoughts about this, you're opening a door. Keep opening doors. Keep identifying attack thoughts. Keep choosing to let them go. The world you see is not inevitable. It's not fixed. It's not real in the way you think it is. It's a projection of attack thoughts, and you can stop projecting attack. When you do, the world transforms. Not because the forms change, but because the thoughts illuminating them change. Fear dissolves, peace emerges, love becomes visible. This is your practice today. This is your path out of the savage fantasy. Give up attack thoughts and watch the vengeful world disappear. It was never real. It was only a projection of the thoughts you're now learning to release. Freedom is possible. Escape is available. Peace is yours. All you need to do is give up the attack thoughts that were blocking it. If this lesson supported your practice today, share it with others who are walking this path. Subscribe to stay connected with the daily lessons. And most importantly, do the practice. 5 times today, search your mind for attack thoughts and express your willingness to release them. This is how transformation happens. One thought at a time, one choice at a time, until the old patterns dissolve and true vision becomes your reality.